Greetings, everybody. I'm Dredgewolf,
And I'm Alchemist.
and this is Pillars of Eternity.
All right, this is giving you some old school action.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods toward a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Wow, he's not
Touch
impressed.
of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, of course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry, about the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water.
He's the chatty type, that's for sure.
I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Odemma looks over his shoulder at his assistant, a lanky, intense man named Sparfel, who carries an
They
old
grow
bow.
on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one. Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep. Kalisha. Kalisha!
She needs to find some springberries. Watch that she doesn't drop
No
dead.
promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her, you're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayadin should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Well, I don't know, with that rumbling rot, I think you're going to have plenty of wind.
Yeah. Gonna be pretty gassy.
Indeed.
Anyone need supplies?
Be a
I've
wick,
got
huh?
sundries for sale.
We just call them farts.
Of course.
So what do we have going on here?
We're just heading off into the forest to find some berries to cure our rumbling guts.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
I think it'd be a blast to be a voice actor for one of these games.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. So what we have here with Pillars of Eternity is a very old school kind of game. If you're a high twitch, shoot 'em up type, you might get bored. This is all about the story.
Yeah. Combat in this game is pretty slow. Paced at least, you know. That went pretty freaking quick.
Now, how about
This is it.
hardware requirements? Is this pretty easy on the hardware?
As far as I can tell, seems pretty easy on what I'm running.
So if you got an older machine that won't do all the latest graphics and whatnot, this might be a pretty good option.
Just doing a little bit of backstory here for the character. Let's you Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Rhetoric's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle like the rest of the lot? No, we're just passing through. That's usually the case with a big city just a little ways further up the road. Where are you headed? I'm going to continue on to the city. Closest one is Defiance Bay, the capital. A few days out. Got some nice places and it's not so nice places.
Odema, huh? It reminds me of Odama from Battlestar Galactica. I think they're borrowing.
Okay. I never saw that show, so I don't get that reference.
Wow. You never watched Battlestar Galactica?
No.
They had some funny swear words.
Mm.
Frack, I think, was a really popular one.
I thought that was a real swear word.
Frack? No, I'm pretty sure it's Battlestar Galactica. Yeah.
No? Pretty sure that's a real swear word.
Well, it probably is, thanks to Battlestar Galactica.
Whatever.
What a surprise.
gotta come from
Sparkle
someplace.
went hunting.
Hmm?
At least you left the water skins. Come on. This is recent. Not good.
You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Kalisha waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line.
Ah, gain an item. Full water skin.
Out of the trees emerges Sparful, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait, his stride wobbly as he moves forward towards you with labored breath. Kalisha frowns.
Sparful? Are you alright?
Sparful's toe catches on a rock, and he collapses forward in a heap, the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag.
Oh, looks like Sparful's been ventilated.
Yep.
Ambush!
You know, this is really just like an old Western, right? You got the wagon train being attacked by the Native Americans.
Cultists, more like.
How can you speak of Native Americans as if they're cultists? What kind of bigot are you?
Oh my god.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Someday you'll learn not to judge others by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Now here, are you in control of both characters?
You can set it up to select all characters at once, or you can select one character at a time.
Okay. Now, if you're selecting both characters at the same time, and you do some sort of attack, they both attack at the same time?
They'll both attack that same target, not necessarily at the same time.
Okay.
All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers. People with arrows and knife hilts, splayed, bug-eyed, and filthy. Kalisha puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stands above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe with a thick tasseled beard with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Hayden, the last of your caravan left standing.
This got dark very fast.
Yeah. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. The ruin has not been sullied by our hands, men of whatever the fuck that word is. Your words carry no weight when I have seen the truth with mine own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion.
Wow.
So I say again, lay down your arms. Do not trust them. They mean to kill us all.
I don't think Myst was ever this dark.
Okay.
The game, Myst?
Okay. I never played it.
Oh, was one of those huge, popular storyboard type games. It had even less action in it than this does. I never understood the appeal. I tried to play it a couple times.
The man frowns and motions as if to swing his axe. Hayden winces, but the blow never comes. Of course he would not. God damn it. Your muttering distracted me. It's always been known to my people, I see, in what of Galawain's edict, that weakness and age must be purged by youth and strength. You think Galawain would want some moldy, crumbling stone to survive long after its masters are gone? He would not. He told us otherwise. I'm sure he did. Just not you personally. But why should that stop you from killing innocents? Distracted, the man's grip falters on his axe handle and he nearly fumbles it, affording Hayden the moment he needs to dodge out of his swing, which comes too late. Enraged, the man charges at us.
All right, let's get some. The soundtrack is fun, kind of like an old movie.
I'm here.
Yeah, a little bit. Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companion's now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good, good, the gods are just. The winds begin to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, it feels as if it is rending you apart from within.
Wow, someone had a lot of fun with this.
Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, my mistake. Slashed across chest and bowel, Odema's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head.
Get inside! Run!
Brave Sir Robin.
Yeah, the brave Sir Robin ran away. He turned and ran. He ran away. I guess Sparkle should have said, "This is for you, sire."
Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hands and feet on the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the bridge. Hayden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who had been feigning death lunges for Hayden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Hayden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you. Despite the wind, from your position, if you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would have a good chance at hitting your mark. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Hayden loose. Lurching to his feet, Hayden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free.
Good grief. Is this guy trying to commit suicide? I mean, what is it going to take?
But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Hayden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There is a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight.
You know, you'd think that if there's big cities around, they'd do more to protect travelers from bands of murderous psychopaths.
Was that?
Yeah, you'd think they would.
A Bewick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
You know, if you do play this game, I suggest you do it with headphones on or earbuds, because the ambience is actually pretty cool.
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
let's get going.
Wonder who was here. See if they left anything useful behind.
I remember having a lot of fun spending time playing Baldur's Gate. And I think actually Baldur's Gate had more action in it than this does. But it has a nice storyline so far. Wow, your character is pretty freaky looking.
She's a some sort of, I think it was called a godkin or whatever. It's like they're descended from the gods or something.
Well, the gods were freaky.
She kind of reminds me of Santa Claus, you know, with the red and white.
Except she's blue like she's dead and has no dark in her eyes, so she looks like a zombie. And that hairstyle is way freaking 70s, man.
Well, what can you do?
Those tiles look suspicious. Let's be careful.
Well, they're glowing, yeah. Some sort of puzzle?
Yeah, seems like it.
Worth a look.
Okay, so that entire area is trapped. Probably not something we want to be walking on.
No, looks like you... Yeah.
Yes. Indeed.
Those symbols. Just like the tiles.
They'll never know I'm here.
Oh, so there's something we can deal with right there.
They'll
A
never know
symbol
I'm
of
here.
patterned circle is inscribed on the pillar. Huh, so we can set this thing on fire.
Alrighty. I think they'll know you were there now.
Yeah, I wonder if this has anything to do with that trap.
That one in the corner, did you get it? Yep, yep. Okay.
Time for some combat. Let's see. Fighting lesser black ooze.
Lesser black ooze. That's kind of insulting. Can you imagine? I mean, you're not
I'm
just
here.
black ooze, you're lesser black ooze.
I shall.
Where'd that slime come from?
A viscous slick of something dark and tar-like runs down this wall. The shapes and... Okay. Yeah, I
That
guess
goes
I
pretty
clicked
quick.
through that a little quickly. You rinse the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding it has chipped away in places, but the details of his head, from the tight curls of hair to the ridges of...
I
God
shall.
damn it.
I've rinsed away some ooze and, you know, revealed the outline of a man's face before. It was my own.
Are you saying you jizzed
ooze.
on your own face?
I said ooze, not jizz. They're not the same thing.
Yeah.
And somebody had their fancy pants thesaurus out when they wrote this.
Yeah, all these strange words I never heard before.
Well, you should have heard them, but just they're not common usage.
Oh, toasty, toasty.
Okay, looks like we had a big slowdown here. What's going on?
the game auto pauses if I was in combat, but I mean, I'm getting roasted, but there's nothing fighting me, as far as I can tell.
Okay, so that was a mistake.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go keep going down this other way.
Oh, another corpse to
Oh.
rob, you sack of shit.
Yeah. Looks like I found the gem that needs to go into the face of that statue. So I have to go all the way back. I don't think I was supposed to go this way this early. You know? Because of all the fucking backtracking.
I didn't see anything in the story to tell you otherwise. I guess people habitually go right. I believe that's the case.
A secret passage filled with slime. Lovely.
Well, this society, based on that statue, seems to be orally fixated. Freud would have fun with them. So why is the game paused here?
Oh, yeah, this is the end of the video. The timer. We didn't have the timer up, so yeah.
So we look like a bunch of lame ass dipsticks. Anyway.
Well, you know, honesty's important.
I guess, yeah. Truth in advertising. All right. That is the end of part 2.
Part 1.
That was part 1?
Yes, this was part 1.
Holy crap. We're going to have to cut this out and redo it. All right. This portion. Anyway, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I guess this is our comedy edition.
Yeah.
Comedy of Errors edition. Anyway, that was the end of part 1. I said part 2 because we're also working on part 2, which will be posted soon. Alrighty. I'm Alchemist.
And I'm Church Wolf.
Thanks for watching.
Have a good day.